Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike. And us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Here we go then, the formation lap is underway. These are wet conditions here today. Each driver will no doubt be mindful of the wet surface as they prepare to race around the track. As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. Conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment. Get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Good work, we're in P4. Alonso's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on a fresh set of wets. Piastri's behind. We're leading the car behind by 1.2 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Okay, so gap to the leader is 2.7 seconds. Pit window opens in 12 laps time. 12 laps. 43 laps to go. teammate behind is 9.8 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. They're currently 16th. Your last lap time was a 2:05.6. Currently in P3, Albon just ahead, push for that position. Less than a second separates you. They're on a fresh set of wets. That's Alonso behind. They're on a fresh set of wets. Our gap to first place is 3.6 seconds. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens. Pit window opens in 10 laps. Okay, 41 laps to go. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Just ahead, push for the position. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.8 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 2 minutes 02.5. Okay, we're dropping back by around 4/10 a lap. Give it everything you got. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 12.6 seconds. Fastest lap at this point in time is a 2:02.0. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Lando's ahead of you now. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 4.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 2 minutes, 03.1. And you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going. Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now. Gap to your teammate behind is 19.2 seconds. They're on old wets. They're in 15th. Your last lap time was a 2:05.5. lap time was a 2 minutes 02.6. Good pace, catching the car in front by about a second a lap. Albon behind you. Okay, gap to the car behind. 6.2 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 8 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. Time last lap was a 2:04.4. Get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Ahead, and gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 9 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap was a 2 minutes 03.5. And you're closing by 4/10 a lap. Keep it going. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 23.2 seconds. Radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now. You're in second place. Norris just ahead. Push for the position. Okay, gap ahead is 1.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Albon behind. Okay, car behind trailing us. 9.2 seconds. They're on old wets. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 34 laps to go. last 2 laps until our pit window opens. We're going to put you on the full wet tyre. Okay, so the time last lap was a 2:04.5. We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Gap to your teammate behind is 30.3 seconds. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 33.3 seconds. They're on old wets. They're in 13th place. Your last lap time was 2 minutes 06.8. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Okay, one stop to go, just one stop left in this strategy. Okay, you're sat in P2, Piastri ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds. They're on old wets. Norris behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on a fresh set of wets. Okay, 30 laps till the end now. Okay, heavy rain is staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment. Max is in the pits, Max in the pits. Currently the fastest lap is a 2:02.0. We don't currently have the data for that request. see your teammate behind is 39.0 seconds. Norris is behind you. Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 1.1 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 2 minutes, 01.2. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Norris behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 1.4 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 2:01.1. Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. I've got some information on Hamilton for you. They're retiring from the race. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta. Okay, the officials have deployed the safety car due to multiple cars being stopped on track. Mind your delta. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. You're approaching the safety car, you're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car. Okay, the safety car's coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane. Okay, copy that. Green flag. Overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.0 seconds. They're on old wets. They're in 11th. Your last lap time was 2 minutes 02.9. Gap to your teammate behind is 8.8 seconds. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Norris is behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on old wets. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 19 laps to go. We're going to give you full wets in the next pit window, opening in 2 laps. Full wets in 2 laps time. Norris behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 2:02.4. Norris is behind you. Our gap behind is 1.5 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 13 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 2 minutes 03.4. Okay, heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment. Situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now. We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, it's borderline, mate, but if I were you, I'd come in and change tyres. I'm just not sure we're on the right ones for these conditions anymore. These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
Lando, what do you think about it, Inter? What do you think about it, Inter? No!
Okay, fitting intermediate tyres next. Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. Right, let's go, come on! Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. got P7, 7th place. Russell's ahead of you now. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 6.4 seconds. They're on old wets. Car behind is Max. Okay, the gap behind is 1.2 seconds. They're on old wets. Okay, gap to leader, 9.5 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, a few drivers are fitting full wet tyres. We might need to change soon. Okay, Russell's ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.5 seconds. They're on old wets. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 2:04.9. And the gap behind us is 2.8 seconds. Well done, P3, P3. Get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Albon ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.4 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 17 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 2 minutes 04.2. Right, we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:59.7. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on. We've seen a few teams change over already. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 15.4 seconds. They're on old wets. They're currently 5th, and the time last lap was a 2:03.7. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. First position, front of the pack, Norris behind. We're leading the car behind by 12.3 seconds. They're on a fresh set of wets, pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now. We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button.
Box and pick and turn, Max. Box, pick and turn.
Norris is behind you. Okay, gap to the car behind. 12.6 seconds. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Your last lap time was 2 minutes 01.0. Max is in the pits. Max in the pits. Okay, so that last lap was a 2. Okay, that last lap was a 1:00.3. The track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Gap to your teammate behind is 42.9 seconds. Okay, a few drivers are fitting full wet tyres. We might need to change soon. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 43.2 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. They're in 9th place. Time last lap was a 2 minutes 16.1. Norris behind. Okay, car behind trailing us, 0.3 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 8 laps old, and the time last lap was a 2. Okay, that last lap was a 1:00.8. Okay, heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment. Okay, so that last lap was a 2 minutes. Okay, that last lap was a 1:00.4. fastest lap is at 1 minute 57.2. Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now. Norris is behind you. Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 20.9 seconds. They're on old wets. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Your last lap time was a 2:02.0. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now. That last lap was a 1:59.4. Gap to your teammate behind is 39.7 seconds. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 39.7 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. They're in 9th place. Time last lap was a 2 minutes 02.3. Leading the pack, that's P1, Norris behind. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 24.8 seconds. They're on old wets. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. 2 laps left, next time by will be your final lap. Russell behind. Our gap behind is 25.2 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 57.6. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Yes, guys, that's what I'm talking about.
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Cookie increases their championship lead. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Cookie.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.